My wallet is sobbing. I can hear it. I can hear it in the hall now. It is breaking down, crying.
It turns out that Attila, the arrogant so-and-so, he's got a fake hammer.
Oh, a fake?
Yeah.
Whoa.
As I say, dick.
Welcome to the Your Legions podcast, episode number 51.
Whoop-whoop.
Wow, we got there. We went past it. We had the great help from Guyan and Anthony last week on the show, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. I even enjoyed listening back to it because sometimes I don't like listening to my own voice. You know, natural enough, Mal. I think you've had that same feeling from the start.
I'm not a fan of my voice. Even
A lot of other people are.
Like.
So,
I was going to say,
you
apparently
must be
you're the only
very
one.
nice. Yes, I appreciate it. It's very kind.
Absolutely. But episode 51. So we're on the road to 100 now. Isn't that fun?
It is.
How's the crack with you, Mal?
Yeah, I'm all good. All good. Work is work. Fix the table, so now when I do this, you won't hear a creak.
That's well appreciated. Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
no squeaky chairs.
no squeaky chairs. No,
not
too squeaky.
I think once maybe you had a squeaky chair. I remember editing it, and I think I said it. Yeah, I can't remember. It was a long time ago. It might have been episode 2 or something.
Yeah, I've got two chairs in my office,
and
I
sometimes
use the
when
other
I
one.
listen to shows, I do hear the squeaky chair, and it's fine if you don't pay attention to it. But as soon as you think about it, you're like, oh, all I can hear now is the squeaky chair. I don't know what those guys are talking about, but I hear the squeaky chair.
For everyone who's listening, John has ruined so many the shows for Rich and I by pointing out that you can hear noises, and now all I hear are any like bumping of mics or anything.
But
like
I
that.
wasn't. I mean, I was a little bit before, but since I started editing a podcast and doing my own show, I hear everything. It's a disease now. Even like some highly professional podcasts, sometimes I'm listening and going, "Ooh, that was a mistake," or something, and I would never have heard that before. It's so funny, and I think I also had to let go a bit because I think I did get a bit too much down the path of trying to eliminate and professionalize everything. I mean, I think we have it at a good level now, and I think I only do the work when it's kind of we have an issue or something like that. That's that's also why it's difficult sometimes to have guests, because what's the protocol there? Some people are kind enough to come onto your show, so should you be kind of like, okay, you must have a decent mic or you must have decent sound? It's very difficult unless you send them like a microphone kit. I know some really big shows do that. They actually send a kit around to the guests, to do the interview, or some if they have regular guests or whatever.
A little far off that yet.
I'm not sure we're quite there yet.
Yeah, and I'm not sure people would care either. As I say, it's probably mostly if people have the really bad connection, which is mostly people maybe on a mobile somewhere or something like that. If people are in their house, on their laptop, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
And any sort of a microphone, I think, especially for a guest, is fine. I think the main thing about a podcast is maybe the host should sound good, and then as good as possible for any guests to get on is probably the main thing. Anyway, well, that was a diversion straight off the bat. This is a Legions podcast, a Mythic and Cosmic Legions, Figura Obscura. Rich, I didn't really introduce you. How are you doing tonight with your
Yeah,
Noble
not
Bear
doing too
socks
badly, thank
on
you.
your
Yes,
on
well,
your
I thought as
screen
we were
name?
going to release the video of this for our Patreons, then I thought I'd
Well, don't talk too soon, Possibly.
possibly release a video. I thought it'd be suitably controversial and put Noble Bear Sucks on my banner. So yeah,
Oh, yeah. So you're alienating maybe a good portion of our listeners, and I think more than half, given the Road to Legions Gone guests we had, because we had that as one of our questions last year.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
they've also already seen me hit the the microphone once. Which is a good start as well, and also
Yeah.
if anyone ever does see the footage of this, when Mal said no more of this and his camera went really wobbly, it was him deciding deliberately to move the table. Nothing more untoward than that.
He's just showing us the suspension he's put on his table, probably for
That's it.
this a-hole here talking right now, you know, that, in case he was going to get scolded for having a creaky table, you know, down the line.
I was getting, every time I leant on it, was getting creak. And even when I was eating my dinner, I'd be cutting into something and the table was wobbling. I thought it was time to fix it.
But just imagine how much of an pain I'd be if this was like, you know, a professional full-time job thing. Although on the other side, it's probably easier to take then, you know, when you're just doing it for a fun hobby, of course. Yeah, it's more difficult.
I can confirm the suspension is important. Speaking as a man who had his rear shock absorbers changed on his car last week, it really is important. It's like driving a new car.
Yeah. Well,
you go over a speed bump. You just go over a speed bump. There's no like sort of noise and everything.
That
it's
can
just
be
like,
tough. Yeah. I think well, before I tell my other story, I had what car did I have before I had the kids? It was a Volkswagen Scirocco, the new one, not the 80s version, the new one that they had out, and that has quite hard suspension compared to like your average car that you'd be driving around your average, and there's some villages close by that maybe the road wasn't as good at some stage, and that was tough at the back occasionally. But that only had 2 doors, and as soon as the kids came along, after about 4 months of trying to get a maxi cozy into the back of the car with the kid in it, you know, with only front doors, I was like, you know, and of course I was being stubborn because, you know, one of my friends says, "Oh, you'll have one of those big family wagons, you know, in no time," and I was like, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be that guy." So I'm still not that guy, but I have a car with 4 doors, so I think that was my compromise on it. Yeah, but as a follow up to our my little drama on the way to Legions Con with the flat tire, so. Now, this I should have done maybe before now, but because my car is over 4 years old, here I need to get an inspection every year. It's called a control technique. I think you have MOT over there, is it, in the UK?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the rule here is that your tires need to be the same on the front and the same on the back in terms of make and model.
Oh, okay.
Whereas when I got the tire in that very nice garage in Belgium, so that I could rush and get the plane, I just said, put any tire that you have that fits, as long as it's like the same size. So, you know, 17-inch or whatever, 18-inch rims or whatever it was. Once that went on, but I knew that, and they were saying, "Oh, Luxembourg," and I said, "I don't care about the rules. You know, I need to get where I'm going." But yeah, so when I came back, I should have got this done. But now that I have the car inspection, I have to get it done. So I went to the tire place this morning actually, for them to have a look and order me the tires. And so I need 2 new tires on the front now, which is €190 each.
Ooh,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's some good Legions money right there.
Yeah, although they did come back with an email now this evening, which I haven't replied to yet, saying that actually they couldn't get that make and model, which is obviously the same make as the ones on the back. Now, only I think the front and only the back need to match each other. So they said, "Do you have any other preference for makes?" I haven't replied yet, so I think I'm going to reply the cheapest within reason, which being Luxembourg won't be that cheap, but it might be cheaper than 190. So that's Legions Con is still paying me back, but I'd say even after that, I still did okay out of Legions Con. And you can't value the amount of fun we had, so therefore,
it was good.
priceless,
exactly.
you know, MasterCard.
Yeah.
MasterCard.
Yeah.
So have any of you boys got your shipping notice from the old Poxy Waxes?
Not
No?
a thing.
Not a sniff,
Not a
no.
thing. How many posts have you done in the groups complaining about this said fact?
I stopped counting at 20. Every time Curtis kept taking it down, I just gave up.
Just start spamming our own Discord with it.
Yeah. Actually, I hadn't seen many posts about that at all. And then just before we came on, actually, I spotted one on the Cabal going, "Has anyone else had unfulfilled yet?" It's like, oh.
It's like, yeah.
It's
Nearly
literally,
everyone.
they've had it like a week. Just breathe, everybody.
And when I checked 6 months ago, it was unfulfilled as well. But you know what? I was fine. I checked the news, the latest news from sourcehorseman.com, and it was like, oh, that makes sense. So, yeah.
They will
all
show
good
up eventually.
Yeah.
Possibly
I
with
was
with my reinforcements, maybe. Just hold them over, shove them in one big box. Let's get them over.
You know, not that I care, but I am wondering if. Now, I know the all-ins aren't there yet as of the recording of this, but I do have a 2-pack and some figure stands with the all-in, because I think we didn't know the thing about the all-in being shipped, on its own then. When we ordered this, or maybe we did, but I think I ordered anyway because the shipping didn't go up that much. So I was expecting they might ship, but at the same time, I'm not really bothered, but it would be just exciting. I don't know why, because I'm sad. I need something on to check every morning, just to see if it's moved. But so that's that. Rich?
I was going to say, I'm looking at what I ordered. So I went in the all-in, and then an extra Arakagor, Arizak, 2 Zendays, Poxus 2-pack, another Poxus, and a Tharnog. So I could be waiting quite some time.
Oh, you got the... But did you get an all-in?
An all-in as well, yeah. But then there's an extra figure.
You might get your all... Are we all on the all-in train? Yeah?
Yeah, I got an all-in.
So maybe when the all-ins come in, they might all ship. Because what I'd love is if we got them all reasonably within the same week, say, and then we could have a great episode where we chat about them
in case
together,
anyone's
rather than maybe one of us talking about how great they are and the other two just kind of dribbling down the camera and being all jealous.
Like every other week.
Or worst case scenario, me or Mal get ours in, you don't get yours, John, and we're not enthusiastic enough about them. We've had that scolding before. We will know better.
It's a wizard. It's a bloke in a dress.
This is my favourite faction, Convocation of Basilia. So this is an important one, you can't be dissing this.
Nah, there's some cracking figures in there, isn't there?
Or you get some strange editing on your tracks.
With the exception of Samir, I'm really looking forward to all of them.
I think Samir looks really good, actually. I wasn't super,
I like the head sculpt.
But I do like the robe as well, and the 2-tone cape he has and everything. It's just a little bit extra on him. And I do think those wizards will look good on a shelf,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And they also totally lend themselves to getting an extra and putting another head on one, or, dyeing the cloak, or dyeing, whatever, or getting a different, maybe getting the Duban cape for one of them or something like that. I'm definitely going to try and get a 1.0 figure into there. I think that could work.
The more I'm seeing of Zenday, the more I'm like, actually, it looks really cool. Those colours are really cool.
Well, it always happens with the 1.0 figures. They're always just so good in hand, Yeah. And he's a great build of parts. If you just look at the parts. Yeah. And what I like about him is like the blue on the pants, upper legs is really bright and kind of punchy. And actually, the orange sleeves he has as well, I think, or something. Yeah, the sleeve colour is really punchy as well, so it really stands out. And the head is beautifully painted. And,
the head is fantastic again, isn't it?
So, and he has a cool staff, I think, as well. He has cool accessories. Yeah. So, I don't think we'll be disappointed with any of them, to be honest. Yeah.
Nah,
and the mystery surrounding the brute scales is kind of it's ramping up for me. It will be people opening their all-ins. Now, of course, people like Jeremy will spoil the surprise for us. No, it's great that he's obviously marketing the line, so he should get there first. But sometimes it's fun just to get them. But I like to watch all these shows, so it's a tricky one, tricky balance. So that's Poxus. We're into February now, and I believe that there should be a drop at some stage in the next couple of weeks. But this week, the studio, or at least some people from the studio, are at MegaCon. So that's down in, is it Orlando in Florida? It's definitely Florida.
I'm pretty sure it was Orlando, yeah.
I think it is Orlando, yeah.
Yes, because there was Disney stuff.
Yeah, I think the street team people there go by the name of Slap Happy Toys.
That's the one.
So I saw on their Instagram that they got a couple of pallets of figures, and I guess that Jeremy and a few. I think Jim is going down there as well, and a few other people from the studio. Chris is going as well. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. They've posted pictures of them, their booth set up. They've got the reinforcements and the Valiant Knight and Demistros. So basically the stuff that's probably going to go on sale in February.
Is that on their the Slap Happy Toys Instagram? Or?
I think it was I think it was on Facebook.
Okay. Let's see if I find anything there. But yeah, so that's them. That should be fun. So anyone in the Florida area, you should definitely check it out this weekend. So it's February 1st to 4th. That's 4
it's
days.
Actually on the Purple Gang Facebook page has shared it.
Okay.
But it's on
and
the
it's
Four
originally
Horsemen's
from
page.
where?
Four Horsemen's. Toy design. Their Facebook page.
Wow, that's awesome. So, there they are. Look at them. Very good. So that's that. That should be exciting. I can't wait for to hear people kind of report back from that and follow that vicariously from my phone at the weekend. So there they are. Look at them there. Oh, that boot looks good. Wow.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Demistrios. Oh, that's the first time I've seen Demistrios in the single pack. Look at that.
It's a pretty cool pack.
I'm still a bit
artwork
weirded by why that's not a Legions figure. I mean, I don't really care, but like, it is in all but name. There must be another story there. I'd love to hear what the story is with it. Unless they start doing more, but I mean, they had Figura Obscuras for that kind of stuff. Oh, and a rack of heads as well. So I wonder who that is. Oh, maybe it's Jeremy or somebody from the studio. Very good. Look at that. That's worth checking out. So check out the Horseman's Instagram over the weekend. You get some more updates. So this was one thing I wanted to ask you, Rich, because you were very excited for Poxus. Now, Jeremy did say on his show on Mythic Conversations last week that, it is a bit fiddly, Poxus. But, I mean, Alithia was fiddly and Arathir is a bit fiddly as well because of all the amount of stuff and all the design. And I know you were particularly excited for the bow and the arrow with the flies and all that kind. Does that really bother you this much with that kind of a figure?
No. Personally, I just, just very careful when I take it out of the packaging.
Yeah.
Don't do anything stupid like drop it on a hard floor, try and bend it when it's coming from 0-degree temperatures, anything like that. And I'm not the biggest. I'm not the biggest poser of figures either.
Yeah.
So I'll get it into a position I like, and then it just goes on the shelf. So for me,
arms
like
down by the side, plain vanilla pose, legs together.
I'm trying not to do that. I remember Stephen Bisciotti saying that people don't stand with their feet pointing forwards. I'm trying to turn the feet to the side now as well whenever I put something out.
Yeah, but it needs to be a little bit not symmetrical either, because otherwise it looks like duck feet, and then that's not good either.
Yeah.
Knees slightly bent as well. Nobody stands with their knees like fully locked.
They do if they want to stay on a shelf.
Yeah.
Although not too bent, because then you look like you're on the toilet.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they're actually going to be more balanced because you'll bend them slightly backwards if their knees are slightly bent.
Yeah. So anyway, Poxus looks great. I mean, you see what Jeremy posted on their Instagram with the picture. I mean, you can do everything you want with it. Look at those. Yeah. The elbow there looks a little bit is obviously a bit of fiddling to get in that position, but it's possible. Very nice.
I tend to have.
So, sorry, Mal, go. Yeah.
No, I was going to say I tend to have my Dark 4 on a separate shelf, so I'll move the other two along a bit and stick Poxus on the end, and I might try and put him in this pose with his bow drawn.
Yeah, that looks good. And are these are the Spexian wings or not? I mean, I wasn't sure
it's
when
the
he was
same
talking.
wings.
Yeah, I think they are.
Okay.
Yeah, certainly initially they said they were going to be.
Yeah, okay.
They definitely
It was
are,
just
I'm
when
sure
Jeremy was talking about them, I don't know, he was kind of talking like they weren't, but he never explicitly said anything, but it was more about how they handled versus the Sphexian wings, but I wonder if it's just...
maybe they're not then.
Yeah. I don't know, but they look very similar now. Yeah. And it seems like the two little pieces of the wing they don't go like separately. So, and that's the same as the Sphexians. But yeah, that is good. Yeah, actually, Mala, I followed your lead and set up a little Figura Obscura shelf. It had to happen.
It looks very cool, doesn't it, when you
A
put
few
them
more things to
together?
do. My red Krampus was a little bit floppy, and the legs. I think the hip connection wasn't quite good
The hip
enough to put it.
connection.
Yeah,
Yeah. At least it wasn't your pink Krampus, eh, John? That's something.
or my purple Krampus. Yeah. Purple gang. I'll never get that right. I always want to say purple gang. Maybe they won't mind if I just call them that. That's the European name for purple gang. They're bananas. I mean, I don't know what planet they're on. It's a way more fun planet than we're on, but
You know.
I don't know what planet it is. It's amazing. Well done, guys. Yeah. So he got a little bit of surgery where I put a little bit of Mod Podge around the joints, and I'm going to see if that works. And if not, we'll try the little thin piece of paper or something like that. Should be good. It's just it was just enough for you hold up the figure, and if you move it side to side, the legs kind of go like this as opposed to staying in place.
Yeah.
And kind of flap. So it's just a bit much. He's just going to fall all the time, no matter what you do, and I can't be having that. Yeah, but I put a Monkey King and Jacob Marley up on Mezco stands, the flight stands, and to be honest, they're up there 2 days now, and they haven't fallen down, and they're in front of a radiator, which means they're kind of kept fairly warm-ish, which means they're more likely to be loose, shall we say. So nothing. So
That's really good.
I have to say 10 out of 10 for the Mezco stands and 10 out of 10 for the figures. So yeah, happy days with that. Yeah, so that's it. Any other crack with you guys or anything else that happened this week? No?
No.
I bought some Joes after our Patreon episode. I don't know what's wrong with me. I did sell some Motu Classics, so I mean that's how I justified it to myself. But I did buy some Joes, yeah. So I've just decided I'm going to go on the same principle. Sorry, Matt. I'm going to go on the same principle I did for getting my top 10. Just cool figures. So if it looks cool, don't care about story, nostalgia, who cares? Cool action figure. And then if I get it and it sucks, I'll maybe sell it. But so far I got 4 and so good. So yeah, and I did get that first wave and the standard is way better now. Yeah. So
Yeah.
We've been having a lot of conversations with our
Shooting the shelf.
yeah, I was
Off-world.
going, but it's not just shooting shelf, is it?
Jesse, Sean,
I was trying to
Off-world.
think of.
oh, Off-World.
No, yeah. I mean, it is Off-World. Sorry, just to make this easier. Yeah, the Off-World guys.
Yeah.
I was trying to think what show did we do the episode about?
Oh, Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. I was going to say our Ted Lasso crew. That's what I was trying to say
Okay.
about them, and it's lots of encouraging each other, isn't it, to spend money on stuff.
Yeah. But, we also support each other
dangerous.
in not spending money, so.
Oh yeah, true.
Don't forget, as well as the Ted Lasso crew, 2/3 of them are also our Legions Con crew. The two that were invited to our room to do the podcast. So
Well, the first thing I'm going to
Shots
do at
fired,
LegionsCon
shots
24 is invite Curtis and record a 3-hour podcast with him.
Curtis on his own.
Yeah, just a
Surrounded by the three
one-on-one,
of us.
Yeah. So Curtis, let's start at
3-on-1.
the beginning. You were born when? Talk us through 1980. 82. Right, what happened in 1983? Okay,
He'd
let's
love
move on
it.
to next. Oh, of course he would, yeah. He's already planning it now. He's starting to make notes. Maybe he doesn't. And also we had
he's dropped
Curtis
the
and
soap in
Sean.
excitement now.
We had Curtis and Sean auditioning for some voice acting on future story reads and whatever.
Looking forward to that.
I can tell you, Curtis, a man with an accent talents that I didn't know about. I mean, guys, you should ask Curtis. You see Curtis again, ask him just to do random accent. He's good. He's like really funny and really off the cuff as well, because I know he's not reading it. It's just all coming out of his head. Sean, a bit more prepped, but like he does Peter Cullen. Like, wow, if we ever do a Transformers story, or even if we just need a Peter Cullen style narrator or intro voice for something, I'll be hitting up Sean, definitely. Yeah. So.
I got home from work and was listening to the voicemails because I hadn't seen them up to that point or listened to them at that point. And my wife comes in the room. She's like, "What the hell is that?" It's like people are auditioning to come on the podcast. It's like, the next time we do a story, they're like giving us voices and everything.
It's brilliant. So, and for me, it was also perfect timing. I didn't say it in the chat because who needs that boring information when you're chatting with your friends? My kid was at sports. He does an hour of badminton on the Wednesday evening, and sometimes I drive home, but in the winter, couldn't be bothered to drive home. I mean, what are you going to do? You have to drive back again. It's 10 minutes from home, So I just hung out in the car for like half an hour, and then I go back in and watch the last few minutes. I don't want to be sitting there watching him the whole time. Let him have his own fun. And it was great. I was sitting in the car and I was just getting all these messages. So the time absolutely flew by. Absolutely perfect timing. And actually, interestingly enough, so my wife listened to her last one, and she said, and she also recorded the little intro you hear at the start of the show, kind of plugging the Patreon. And she said, if you ever need a female voice for a story, she'd be very happy. So there you go. We got our female voice. So there you go. So I think I hope we get a German-speaking character. That'd be fun because you could do that too, or French-speaking or something. That would be fun. Right. So that was me. Shall we go on with some little fun thing that we had decided to do this week after?
I think so.
That sounds like a
after
good plan.
the break. So, Rich, tell everyone about your good idea, because I'm gonna definitely say this was your idea. It's awesome.
So we were talking about what we could do and bios and that sort of stuff, and it suddenly dawned on me: what if we had like comedy bios for the characters? So just really short, punchy, sometimes funny, sometimes insulting. Just a different way. So we read them out, and then the other people have to try and guess what character we're doing a bio for. And obviously our listeners can then guess before we give the answer away as well.
Yeah, so I thought that was amazing. At first I was thinking, I'm going to have to write a load of stuff, and then I realized, no, these can be just short little one-liners.
Oh,
and
100%.
And then I went and looked through some of the bios of interesting figures, and then tried to, kind of encapsulate it in a sentence, try and make it funny. If not funny, at least smart. I don't know. We'll see. I'm very interested to see which is how my stuff compares. So I'm just going to bring up for ourselves the actual characters. And what we're going to do is read the bios, and then the other two will have to kind of make a quick guess about who it might be. And then obviously the person that reads the bio can reveal. So who wants to start? Do you want to go first, Rich? Seeing as it was your idea?
Yes. So I will start us off with one of my personal favourites. Here we go. A renowned flasher, this Northman likes to bear it all. Lucky for him, the cold means people think his shameful appearance is just down to the weather. He likes to hang around large animals to compensate.
Yeah, I think I know who that is.
Atlas.
Who could that be?
I think we have a winner here, and very easy on the alphabet here.
Yeah.
So
It's good old Atlas.
good old Atlas.
I think I've got to
Are we
say,
right?
Rich is
Yeah.
a much better than what I've done. But
Oh, that's one of the better ones, Mal. Don't worry, there are some much poorer ones in here as well.
Well, this was Atlas. I mean, did you think that he was going to phone it in on Atlas?
no, I got the feeling he was going to stick the boot in there.
Yeah. Right. So I think everyone is familiar enough with Atlas's bio, so I don't think we need to indulge any further in the shade that Rich has thrown on him there with his Noble Bear Socks moniker.
I am pure.
That's what you're going to get for that.
I'm a man who speaks truth, John. I can't help it.
Truth to power. Well, Atlas has the power. Right. Mal, give us one.
Okay, I'm gonna go. As I say, mine are more like sort of one line.
Don't apologise before reading it. Just read it.
So, Big Lush, even in the realm of the small people, who likes a song, a fight, climbing trees and skipping.
Oran Steelhide.
Yeah, spot on.
I was thinking then, it's got to be a dwarf. It's got to be a dwarf.
Oran Steelhide, yeah. So he is.
It mentions.
He likes. He likes the trees. And sorry, you can say Mal. Yeah, we'll bring him.
No, I was going to say it mentions that he's tall in stature in the world of. I'll read it. Let's read it because then
go on, read that.
See
then,
where I got it from. Sorry, just finding it because I can't see.
It's on the screen there if you want it.
It's too small for me.
Oh, sorry. Old people. Listeners, come on.
Hailing from the tiny dwarven town of Emberdale, deep in the green top forest, Prince Orn Steelhide stands tall even amongst the unusual tribe of dwarves. Unlike other race of dwarves, the Emberdelians are light-footed, skipping, and often spend their time moving swiftly among the treetops, climbing trees. Joyful and light-hearted, Orn is comfortable leading his comrades in a raucous Emberdelian folk song as he is leading them into battle. That was my little bit of being a big lush, was a little bit,
Yeah, maybe just like singing. Do you have to be drunk to sing?
He's a dwarf, of course he does.
Yeah, true.
Well,
true,
no,
that is
no,
on brand.
not true. He doesn't. Dwarves like a sing song whether they've drunk or not, but they do like a drink as well. So,
right. Shall I give you one?
yeah, go for it.
Yep.
A cranky man, afraid of his own feelings, basically a 1980s dad. Now, silence isn't great in a podcast, so,
No, I know.
Think aloud here.
I think I know who it is. I'm having a bit of a blank on.
Lord Aiden?
Yes,
Oh, that
absolutely.
wasn't who I thought. Oh, no.
There you go. I'll give you a yeah, Lord Aiden, correctly guess. He's Queen Artemis's kind of what is his adopted dad or uncle.
He's her uncle, isn't he? Yeah.
Surrogate parent, yeah. And though his disposition is icy and his teachings are strict, Lord Aiden's love for Artemis is revealed by the fiery manner in which he protects his queen and her beloved people. There you go. So, I think he's a little softy at heart, but
Yeah.
like all 80s dads.
Can I
he's
check
not able to express himself.
if we've possibly done the same character? Do we do it straight afterwards, or do we drop it in later to?
We can
cause
drop it
some
in
mystery
later
confusion?
to kind
There we
of
go.
throw a curve.
Not that I have. I'm just throwing it out there as a. what if.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, this could be very short. Okay, Rich, you got another one?
I do indeed. This well-dressed dude is known to be a big fan of soul music. He loves nothing more than to throw off his cloak and let loose on the battle floor.
Wow, this is one. This must be a new one that I haven't kind of kept up to date with. Soul
My
music.
immediate thought, soul referring to dead people. So I'm getting cloak. So my thought is Maxilius the Harvester.
Correct, Mal.
Wow, that is amazing. That was like the cryptic crossword from the Times or something. That one.
I know I'm really impressed with the Rich's clues. There.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Mine's a whole mix of like basic stuff, comedy stuff, insulting stuff, clever stuff.
Absolutely, that's unbelievable. You'd know he studied the ancient history at college, wouldn't you?
So when I start reading
so
in Latin,
Where did
I
you
know
get?
that.
Where did? Okay, the soul music was just the reference to him being undead. Is it?
He kills people, doesn't he? Before
Yes.
he's like the Grim Reaper essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 2-word one. Oh no, sorry, it's Mal. Mal. Do you want to go, Mal? Or-
Oh, okay, go on. I'll right. Influential magician, Mythos' very own furry Dr. Doolittle, who has ties to some very important people.
Is it Thistlethorn?
No,
Or,
It's Balaam.
sorry. Balaam, isn't it?
it's Balaam.
John,
that's
you
it.
should have got that one, dude. Your favourite character.
I was thinking, okay, furry in the convocation, and then I was like, yeah, but it also kind of rang Thistlethorn with me, but I don't know why. Yeah, Balaam, of course, magician. There you go.
And it says he communicates with animals. He's basically the
He's the
Mythos
good beast
version
man.
of. Yeah, that's it. And the
Excellent.
important people are the beasts. Was it the great beasts that previously existed?
Oh, yes. In his bio, is it?
Yeah. At the end, it says he's
With
along
direct
with Joran
ties to the
Cringe.
greatest beasts of the first age.
That's it. Yeah.
First line of the bio. Wow.
So
Okay.
he's a very important person.
Going back to my Maxilius one too, I knew there was a reason I said soul.
Yeah.
It says, harvester comes to reap a scythe in one hand and an hourglass swimming with the souls of his victims in the other.
Ah, okay.
So that's where the souls came
of his
from.
victims. All right. So my next one is stoned musician.
Stoned musician.
Yeah, that's a very easy one. I thought you'd get it immediately. No.
Stoned musician.
No. Okay. The first.
Hang
Of
on.
the
I was
night.
going to say, don't give us
I'm
much
not
time
done
then,
yet.
dear me.
Sorry, yeah, but we can't have dead air, you know. I'm not going to edit it out. Okay, that's not great air either.
Go on then. Give us the.
I mean, we know this person.
Oh, Uwit.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh, I
there you go.
didn't think. Oh.
It's Jeremy DeWitt. There you
can't
go.
believe we didn't get that one.
No, that's.
Yeah,
oh,
wow.
dear me.
All right, Rich.
That was an awesome one, John. I like that. Right,
The
what have
quickest
I got
one I did.
next? I've actually told you this already, but pretend I haven't, and you don't know who it is. Total douchebag who's too busy posing to be useful. Thinks people can't spot a fake when they see one.
Who could it be?
I'll give it to you, Mal.
Trevor's unsubscribing, not unsubscribe, whatever the word is. It's Attila Leasia.
It is the dick himself.
Who's a dick?
Sorry, Trevor.
Sorry, Trevor. Yeah.
We're not.
But yeah, contact us about how much you'd like to pay to get rid of the intro. I was thinking of freshening it up a bit, actually, you know, for season 2 of the show that we're already in. But, you know, we can always change the titles later. But now it's kind of like, if I do it now, it'll be because Trevor said it. So I need to leave it a while. So we'll have to see. Right, Mal, have you got another one?
I do. I've got another couple. Right, let's go with leads a bunch of reformed ne'er-do-wells who still have an unhealthy obsession with birds.
Ooh. Needs a bunch of unhealthy obsession with birds. Is that Aetheron then?
Yeah,
Like-
so it's you got the group that and
So is it Aetheron himself?
no.
What's his name?
Oh, is
Gideon?
it Gideon Heavensbrand?
That's it. Yeah.
Gideon Heavensbrand. There you go.
Yeah,
There
I
he
based
is.
it on his original one, and it's the leader of the Order of
Ah.
Aetheron. Has guided
Sorry,
the
that's
Order into a
brilliant.
new golden age.
I like
Oh,
that
there
one.
you
Wow.
go.
Yeah.
That is good, yeah. Right, let me see.
So you've only got a couple left, have you, Mal?
I've got one more left after that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I have a
half-assed
good
it
few
for
more.
anyone listening.
Yeah, I got like 20 left, I think. So
Yeah, I've got 2 more pages. So
Yeah, to be
We're
fair,
good.
I stopped because of how many you guys did realistically. Not
okay, but maybe ours are crap. Yours could have been better, you know.
You've done really good ones so far. They're all good. It's all good. It's all fun.
Right, who's next? Shall I go then, Rich?
Yeah, go, John.
Would steal the clothes off your back. Don't leave your knife and fork down while eating. You'll never get to finish your dinner. Would shit on your doorstep and knock and ask for paper.
I'm pretty sure I know who that is straight away. Snag.
Yes. Spot on. Yeah.
Good guess, Mal. I wouldn't have got that one.
Oh,
No,
he's a good. Yeah,
I
like
could see
Snag.
you struggling. I was surprised. I thought that was another easy one. But of course, they're all easy when you know the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's true. So, he's after all the sirs. There you go. Snag. There he is. So, yeah. I mean, come on. Just you don't even need to read his bio. Just look at him.
He's one of the best goblins.
He'd definitely take a
Oh.
dump on your doorstep.
He wouldn't wipe either, would he?
Oh no. If what? Well, or does he? And goblins shit blue, so that's the colour. Well, his hat's that colour.
Oh. Yeah.
Right, Rich. Hit us up.
Okay. II is the first thing that pops into your mind when you see this one. He's a lovable, loyal companion, though, who likes to reminisce of past acquaintances.
Aye. So, some sort of does that mean kind of aye captain, like a pirate?
It's not Brontus, is it? It's
It
not
is Brontus.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
II, because the
The one eye.
Cyclops, and he
One
obviously
eye,
has his friend's skull on his mace. So
Wow,
Reminisce
this
of past
is your
acquaintances.
time's
Yeah.
cryptic crossword yet again.
It was the I was going, has he got a single eye? Yeah.
Okay, so we'll keep Mal's one for later. So it's hard to take this bloodsucker seriously, considering he nicked his armor from an Aetheron knight and repainted it black and purple.
It's can't find it. Carpathius.
Carpathius, correct. Would you have
I'm
got
having
that,
a
Rich?
I'm having a mare here. I was thinking, like, it's a vampire, but which one? Which one?
Oh man, we talked about him like when we were doing the faction focus, I think, or was it
Yeah.
the figures?
I think it's probably 'cause
About how
he's-
kind of plain he is.
Yeah, he's my least favorite vampire, so that's
Yeah.
probably.
So you just ignore him.
You know,
So that
I've got him
there you
because
go.
he's a vampire,
If Rich doesn't
but
like
he's
you,
at
he
the
just ignores you and forgets about you. you know?
Jesus. Anyone I don't speak to at Legion Cons, I'm going like, twat, didn't say anything to me.
No, we'll take it over a longer time frame than Legion's Con because Legion's
Yeah.
Con is crazy. You could have someone amazing there you want to talk to, but you just don't get the time.
Yeah.
Right, give us another one. So, Rich, from
I think this is probably my trickiest, so let's see what you guys think.
my goodness,
Absolutely filthy little geezer who has loads of hanger-oners. Unlike his followers, he doesn't often get stuck for a plan.
right? Is it one of the orcs?
No, it's one of the goblins. Well, I mean, the one that comes to mind because he's
King
the leader
Noglin?
is King Noglin. Yeah.
It is not King Noglin.
No, it's filthy. Is it Thumb? No, Gonks.
Gonks, correct, Mal.
That's
Gonks.
it. Yeah, filthy. I knew.
Wow.
I couldn't think which one it was. That
He
was
is,
all,
yeah.
rusted
He's
up.
the
Yeah.
rusty, filthy.
Yeah,
So
his armor's
give us a
filthy.
little. Give us a little behind the scenes of where that one came from.
So his armor's filthy, hence
Yeah.
the filthy thing. It talks about them being in the caverns below the Grey Vein Mountains and staying down there, but it also says how he's strategically enamoured and can plan stuff. So that's where that came from.
Ah, okay. Cool. Right, do I have another one on this page? I do, yeah. Okay. A fearsome warrior easily defeated with a box of matches or a candle.
Box
Any-
of matches or a candle.
Any
It's not
any
hanging on,
guesses?
is it?
Bonus, yes.
Oh,
Just throw an old match at him there and he'd be up in flames in no time.
Poor Faunus.
I love the figure, but like, sometimes you have to, So, Rich, give us another one there.
Yeah, I love Faunus. I got a gaggle of tree men going in my collection. So yeah, better make sure I keep
Faunus.
the
Now we
twitches.
know
They
how to
prob-
defeat them.
I was going to say they probably won't because he's a character, but it'd be cool to see. I've seen a few people repaint that head, and it would be cool to get another painted up version. Some of the character with that head painted differently.
Yeah, that one could work in Cosmic if they go bright
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Anyway, okay, here we go. A postman of great renown. This guy better watch out. He doesn't do an Icarus.
Oh, I've just seen him in it's Zenithon.
It is Zenithon.
Ah, Mythic Postman Pat. There you go.
Yeah, because he's
He's a messenger.
he is a messenger. Yeah, where is it? Serve them well in the role as messengers as Ilernia, and obviously he can fly, so therefore could get too close to the sun, etc. Icarus.
Reluctant star of Arathir's OnlyFans channel extracts more than a bone from the congregation of Necronominus. This took a little bit of liberties. It was more on the funny side, hopefully, than actually anything too related to the bio.
Extracts more than
On
a
a
bone.
bone.
Ah, come on, who is hot in the Legion of Arathir?
Oh, Legion of Arathir. I thought it was
Hellfire Goblin?
Reluctant star of what kind of OnlyFans are you watching? Of Arathir's OnlyFans channel extracts more than a bone from the congregation.
Do you know the Crusher?
Yes, there you go. Someone needs to get Rich an OnlyFans sub so he knows what's actually in there. Mrs. Jones, Rich is fine. He's he's not doing any dodgy stuff
He's not looking.
that you don't know about.
Like that.
He's just nerding out with his friends about action figures.
I had somebody laughing I was watching YouTube on my lunch break the other day, and somebody was like, "Oh, are you watching?" I was like, "I'm watching American football thing," and then you see the rest of my recommended stuff is toy collecting, tropical fish keeping. It's like real exciting stuff.
How to write an
Amazing.
Excel macro and
Yeah,
You know when, like, if my wife sends me something, that is a video on YouTube about something, or if I need to look up something on YouTube, I generally go to a browser where I'm not logged in, so that I don't get it in my algorithm, because I don't want it ruining my recommendations. Because you do, like, if you look up, I don't know how to wire a plug or something, obviously you don't need to look up that, but some kind of DIY stuff, you get bloody DIY channels then in your feed for a month until you stop, until they realize you're not clicking on them, and then they go back to what you like. So yeah, it's a way of gaming the system. Right, Rich.
this guy is a miserable old sod who thinks he knows best because he's the oldest. He won't listen to anyone except the apple of his eye.
Ooh, is it Baron Volliger?
No,
no, I think this is someone.
I can see where the guess came from, John, but it's not.
Yeah.
Magnus.
No.
No. Oh.
It's someone with a daughter, is it?
The oldest is an important part of this one.
Oldest.
Oh. It's one of the children, isn't it? So is it who's the oldest one? Is it Thrasis?
It's
Thorasis.
not Mal, no.
No. So is it Necronominus?
Right, Rich.
No. It is Lord Aiden.
Oh, okay. The same
Oh,
as
that was your-
Back
the
to
one-
John's one, yeah. Miserable old
Okay, I
git.
should have-
Well, it's
I
the-
see it now. You said
The
it.
apple of his eye,
Yeah.
Artemis, yeah.
Okay. Spits, icky goo, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Who spits icky goo? Ooh,
Is
ooh,
this
ooh.
the Hellfire Goblin?
No, it's the bog goblin.
Oh, god damn
Oh,
it.
God.
Although it could have been the Hellfire goblin, so I give it to you. That's why I said,
Goo.
yeah.
That's his nickname.
As
Icky
he
Goo.
smashes his mic again. Who did that? Which one? Come on. Put you in the black book. Right, Rich.
Okay. This cool cat has been trying to get into the gang recently. His dark energy
Purple
fits
or-
nicely in with the warlocks and gnomes. Yeah, it is purple.
Purple or. I like it. I like it.
Oh, gang. I don't do it as well
So,
as they do it.
I originally
Let's
started
see.
writing him like proper filth, and I thought, no, it's a family-friendly podcast. I can't put some of that stuff down.
He ain't no 50 cent. Meet your new idol. It's 10K. The nerds are going to love this show, and everyone else is going to be like, what are those lads on about?
What are they on?
No
Jesus.
guesses?
Oh, sorry. I thought that was. I didn't realise that was.
That was a bio.
Yeah, that was
I
that
thought
was
you
on
were
the
just
bios,
having like
Mal.
He ain't no 50 cent. Meet your new idol. It's 10K.
Ain't no 50 cent. 10K.
Lord Vateris?
Nope. Nope.
Oh, no. Scapula?
No. It's
Go on.
Deltigar. The guy paid 10 grand to get his
Oh,
Deltigar.
of course. God. Ah,
That was good.
that was a very good one. I like that one, John.
I was proud of that one, I have to say. I kind of give myself a little pat on the back for that one. Although I am surprised one of you didn't get it with the 10K thing, but also, yeah, it is hard under the gun here. I am struggling every time Rich opens his mouth because I'm like, is this going to be cryptic or is this going to be just on the nose? It's actually nerve-wracking. Right.
Steal yourself then, John. Here we go.
Yeah.
This prima donna is never happy. She's in the wrong about all the important things, but won't accept that. She's taken to hanging out with the lesser folk to make herself feel better.
Ooh, that's someone that switched faction. So who switched faction?
Well, that'd
Is
be,
it- is it Juno the Crusher?
again?
It is not Juno the Crusher.
No.
No.
Okay, so
Is
is
it-
he having a dig at the House of the Noble Bear again?
No. Oh, yeah.
You were on the right
Freya.
track with the idea behind it, guys, but it's not Juno.
Is it Lady Averona?
It is Lady Averona, correct.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah, she also kind of moved from Basilia, wasn't it? To Aradhir
Something like
or
that.
somewhere,
wasn't it?
somewhere like that.
Yeah.
I've kind of, I've kind of lost track of bringing them up on the screen here. But hey, people, yeah, this is a podcast. This is why. Right. If he was this is the next one, Mal. Now, just to get you.
Yeah, so I know that we're so switched on.
If he was a G.I. Joe character, he'd be called Home Run. I mean, if you don't remember the name, you can describe him. That's fine.
If he was a G.I. Joe character, he called Home Run.
No.
Magnus.
5, 4, no. 3,
No,
2, 1. No. Tibius. Baseball head. Come on.
Again, very good.
That is good.
I'm not sure why it's
Right.
your fault, Mal, but I'm blaming you for my lack of guessing ability tonight.
I'm not doing great myself.
Okay.
There you go.
Right, this one's a bit weird, but I liked writing it. This loathsome guy heads a famous toffee-making family business. His stuff is not pure, but neither is it spoiled. He'll charm you into buying some, though.
Oh. Okay. I need to look forward on my stuff because I think I did one for this guy too. Where is it? I keep looking over on my shelves to see the characters.
Toffee making. So
Malachi Cinderhorn.
It is
yeah,
indeed.
Cinder.
Yeah.
Cinder Toffee.
Yeah. And he's also he's one of these charmers. He works with his charm to
He is. And
people in.
the bio describes him as not being a spoiled distortion like the vampires.
yeah, exactly.
So hence they're not spoiled.
Right. You up for the next one? This one is also in the same style of the previous ones, kind of. Okay. So,
Has this got 50
Mythos-
cents in it as well?
No. Mythos Hide and Seek Champion 2017 to 2024.
Mythos Hide and Seek Champion.
You're gonna
Mephisto?
kick yourselves if you don't get this.
Gorgo Etherblade?
No. Think about real world. I mean, I said Mythos, but
Think about real world.
Oh, Waltor.
no.
Oh, damn it.
Walter doesn't play hide and seek, does he?
Oh, I was thinking, where's Wally?
Hide and Seek Champion.
Are we good?
Hide and seek champion.
Sorry, guys, you're getting another one.
Tough taskmaster here.
It's the king of eBay. It's Otho.
Oh. Okay, I'll give you that one.
Good, no?
Yeah, I'm now getting
Yeah,
twitchy
yeah.
whenever you read one out, John.
The next one is completely bizarre, but I love it. So, anyway, go for it, Rich.
Okay. This brewmaster is always trying to please his boss with better concoctions. Whether the testers like the brew or even survive it is another matter. It's fair to say his boss won't be trying any of them.
It's Thwick. It's not Thwick. What the new one? Purple.
Yeah.
Gang.
Swig. Yeah.
Swig.
It is
Purple?
Swig, yes.
Swig. Good one.
Swig.
So, this one I'd preface with saying, anytime I drive my daughter around to whatever her various activities or things she needs to go to, she always wants to listen to Taylor Swift in the car. So I know everything from Taylor Swift now. And there's a perfect verse in the song that sums up this character, but I think if I play it on the podcast, we'll probably get thrown off one of the big things. So I won't do that. So I'll just read the lyrics. So it's, I wake in the night, I pace like a ghost. The room is on fire, invisible smoke. And all of my heroes die all alone. Help me hold on to you. 'Cause they see right through me. I see right through me.
It's Hagnon, isn't it?
I don't even want to say his name. I don't even want to say his name.
Is it blue or green Hagnon?
Blue or regular. Oh, that's how my brain works. Okay. What I'm going to do, Mal, is leave your one till... Have you got one left, is it?
I've got one left. Yeah.
So we're going to leave it till we're out. And then
So give us
Mal
20
can do
minutes,
the
Mal. I'll be
crescendo.
back on you.
Yeah. I'm enjoying this, and now it's cool.
It's fun, yes.
Okay.
Sorry if no one else is.
Oh, it's okay. Well, either this or no podcast this week, pretty much, or 20 minutes of us talking about the news, you know?
The elements are never going to put this guy off heading out into the forest for a lovely walk. He is known as the tree whisperer to his friends and as a shithouse gardener to his enemies.
Bryophytus.
No. I can see where you're coming from, but no.
The other one's Faunus.
Faunus, correct.
Oh,
As
okay.
he's described as elemental, and he can also shift the...
Okay. I didn't
the,
read his bio when I was doing my one of Faunus because I just thought, well, he's a tree, you know?
So a
Yeah.
tree person, yeah.
Yeah, so he's a tree whisperer because he's a tree, and he moves
Yeah.
the walls around the castle so his enemies hate him.
Oh, okay. I need to read his bio again. Right, my next one. The older you get, the better you get, unless you're a banana.
What? Older you get, the better you get.
Azar?
Yes, correct.
Oh, orange, yellow. Sorry, I need to say
Yellow,
orange.
yeah.
Yellow, like a banana. Yeah.
I just wanted to get banana in there, and then I was like, okay, I just need to do a banana joke, and yeah, we'll eventually get there. Okay.
Okay. This guy is a massive cheat and faker. No one likes him in any way, and his parlor tricks are never appreciated.
Okay. A massive cheat and faker.
Guessing this is a Circle of Poxus character.
Oh. Massive cheat.
Is
in
it
every way.
Zazar?
It is not Zazar, no. There is a clue in one of the words in there.
Okay, so read it again then. Sorry.
To us again.
This guy is a massive cheat and faker. No one likes him in any way, and his parlor tricks are never appreciated.
Ooh. Is there a... Is it
You
one of
wouldn't
the...
be so cruel about
one of
Sir Gerard, would you?
I would not, no.
No.
Is it one of the Motu? Is it one of the Motu tributes?
It may well be a Motu tribute, yes.
Oh, so it's the Skeletor tribute. What is his name? His name just escapes me.
It's the right
Keltus
character.
Keltus.
is the skeleton,
Keltus.
yeah, yeah.
Correct.
Keltus. Yeah.
The clue was the faker, obviously.
The faker. Yeah, the blue. Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
blue. That's
So a
why Mal
massive
went with
cheat.
Zaza.
No one liked him because he uses magic in the arena. It says in his bio, which everyone hates.
Ah, right. Yes. Despised by his fellow combatants, yet adored by the bloodthirsty crowds.
Right. Here's one. Short one again. A cross between Orko from Masters of the Universe and the enemy of a matador.
Taurian.
Yes,
Yeah.
the magic, Minotaur that we spoke about. That it was a bit odd for a Minotaur to be magic, but it's mythos. So
Yeah.
there you go.
The name that came into my head was Balorian, which is ironic because that's not a character in Mythos. But it is one. It is in my Mythos. It's one of my characters.
Oh, is
I was
it one of
thinking, like,
yours?
Balorian. But no, that's not right. Yes, Sir Balorian is one of my Templars.
Oh, actually, yeah. So just to break up the conversation here a bit, and the stuff I painted for you recently, Rich. Which one are you most excited about now? Now, the listeners will have seen me post a lot of this stuff. So anything I posted recently
Oh,
was
Jesus.
I'm painting for Rich.
Listeners, this is where I have to keep a straight face and pretend I like them.
Oh.
So, it might be recency biased, but I love that cosmic one you did.
Oh,
With
the green one,
skin
yeah.
tone
Yeah, that
and
was
all
fun.
the metal
Okay.
implants and
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. That's
Yeah,
fabulous. I love
that was. I knew I had to do a lot of small detail on that, and therefore it sat on my desk for a week after doing the kind of base coat, because I just didn't have the, I don't know, was it concentration or motivation to do the small details, and I was painting other pieces, but I was doing base coating and kind of filling in big pieces rather than detail, and then I was like, okay, I needed to do some detail on some other bits, so on other pieces, so I said, okay, put on the glasses and do it. And then I really enjoyed it, but I needed to just be in the right place for it. So yeah, that came out really well. I was really happy with it.
Yeah, no, I love that one.
I was very happy you were happy with it, because of course I would have done changes for you, but I was really happy with it, so I was hoping you wouldn't have changes. So
The
it was great.
Doberman I love as well. The Doberman is
Oh, that's
corking.
cool. Yeah, yeah, I love
Two-headed Doberman is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me now, I actually can't wait to, and I hope as you get your room sorted, you'll be able to do more pictures. But I can't wait to see pictures of these in. Maybe you'll do another little series building up to Legion's Con or something where you post.
Oh, I
pictures of
intend.
custom.
That's part of the reason to getting the room sorted is so I can actually get to the figures, take pictures.
Yeah,
It's motivation to put some together that
Yeah.
I've had the painted
And,
pieces
yeah.
for a while, etc. So yeah,
and do early release in our Discord. There you go. If you want to see Rich Customs.
exactly. Yes.
That sounds good. Right. I realise I'm still not going with on the screen here. Okay. Who was last? Me. So you, Rich?
So this dude ain't no Dr. Doolittle, no matter what people say. He's a drainer of life force. His group has a mighty PR machine, though, so he gets away with it.
Oh, so it's one of the vampires.
Oh, it's
I'll give you a hand. It's not a
Valak.
vampire. It
Oh
is-
no, it's
Not
not.
a-
Nope. It's
not a vampire.
Then it's Congregation Necronominus. No, because I was going to say Beululith, but it's not her.
I thought you'd got it, but a couple of the words in here.
Say them again then. Sorry.
This dude ain't no Dr. Doolittle, no matter what people say.
Well,
He's a drainer of the life force, and his group has a mighty PR machine, though, that lets him get away with it.
my initial thought was Balaam because you did the Doctor Doolittle.
Brother-
It is
Right.
Balaam.
Balaam. It's Balaam again.
It was that he's picking on the Circle of Pox, not Circle of Pox, the Circle of Basilia.
Because it says he draws the power of the animals, so I've turned him, and he's drawing in the life force. But because
okay.
but coming across as popular because
Is
of
this the second time you've done Balaam?
No, I did Balaam, didn't I?
Oh, it was you
Yeah,
that did
Mal did
Balaam.
it.
We
Okay,
both,
that's why I didn't
funny
think of-
enough, used Doctor Doolittle.
Dr. Doolittle, yeah, which is what, yeah.
Right. This is one for you, Rich, for sure. Maybe not in the good way that you're expecting. Wisely left the Order of Aetheron only to get his ass kicked by Atlas in battle, causing him to realize that his only choice was death or the noble bear.
It's oh no,
So, any
Romulus.
guesses?
Romulus.
No.
Romulus. No.
Nope. Another one. Right. Obviously, it's noble bear. So,
Cador.
Cador.
No. Oh, it is
Cador,
Cador,
Cador.
yeah,
Jador, Cador.
He is a good figure. He's a
Jador,
great figure.
Cador. Yeah.
A bit
I mean,
underrated.
it is,
I
but it's
reckon.
also basic. But I would love a factory version of him, definitely.
I've got my own
yeah, so-
version of him.
And the did you? Okay, so you
Yeah,
don't
I
have the original.
I bought a custom a few years back, and it was basically a K-Door body, but it was missing, I think, the pauldron and the head. So I got one of those heads painted up to roughly match it, and then that's my K-Door. So I'm very happy with that. It's a good figure.
Oh, well, at least you got the right skin tone. Then that's perfect.
Mine smells a bit cigarette smoky, but I still love
Oh,
it.
still.
Yeah, it just does not shift. I soaked him and all sorts, and it must have been,
Must have been in the
someone
house
who
fire or something.
smoked constantly who sold it.
Yeah, chain smoker. Yeah, so his bio is once a famous sellsword whose origins can be traced back to the Order of Aetheron. Cador is an accomplished ally to Atlas and the House of the Noble Bear, known for his unconventional fighting tactics and his flair and showmanship. Cador was once Mythos' most coveted mercenaries. A near fatal battle with Atlas himself gave Cador pause to reflect on his lot in life, realizing that Atlas' cause could bring him purpose. Cador has put years of wandering behind him to fight for a greater cause.
It's a
That's
pretty
Pretty
cool
much the bio.
That's a fabulous
pretty cool
bio. I've not-
bio, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd completely
that is a
forgotten
good
about
one,
that for
isn't
a
it?
long time. That's awesome.
Right, Rich.
Never short of a bob or two, this fella won't be enticed with gold. He knows he's the fanciest there is and loves to show it off on the battlefield.
Magnus.
No.
I assume that's Scapula.
No.
No. Okay.
So King Noglin then?
Nope.
Showing up in the battlefield gold.
Other one, Necronominus.
No.
That's not who I didn't actually.
Okay, I
that,
think we
otherwise-
get one of these with Mal.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, too many guesses now.
It is Lord Adalric,
Okay, yeah.
the
see, I'm
richest
not,
man in Etheros, so he can't be
I
enticed with gold.
did know that
dresses
bio,
fancy.
but I'm not as up to speed on them. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Right, one more. Well, I have a good few more, but
I was
another
going to
one.
say, I've got quite a few more.
Selling out the dwarves to the goblins is bound to cost this king in the long term.
Ooh, it's going to be London.
Yeah.
Bromden, yes, that's correct. Yeah, see, they could save space in the packaging, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I think some of these have been excellent, haven't they?
Jeremy's making a note of this for the next wave. It's just like,
Definitely.
yeah,
No,
we can.
I mean,
like,
of course,
Nate can get
we-
more art on here. Here we go.
We need the base. We need the base story to come up with these
Yeah.
bios, but still.
book 1.5 will be the real behind the scene bios, and it'll be these.
I'm sure in their how would you say workshopping of the bios, they might start with this kind of stuff. Now make it flowery, so it sounds better.
Let's see.
Flowered up there.
Words.
Right, Rich, give us another one.
Okay. A patron of likenesses of himself, this brightly coloured chap is a nature lover, never happier than when he's up to his midriff in beautiful grass.
That must be Bryophytus.
No.
No?
Do you want me to read it again? I stumbled over that a little bit.
Yeah.
A patron of likenesses of himself, this brightly coloured chap is a nature lover, never happier than up to his midriff in beautiful grass.
Oh, is it Apharius?
No.
Okay. I'm
The
done
likeness,
now.
likeness of himself
Likeness
is a hint.
of
Likeness of itself.
Okay, up to his knees in grass has me really thrown there then. Wow. Nothing, Mal? No?
Asterion?
No.
No, nothing.
Okay. I think we get one of them then.
It's Deltagar.
Oh, what does it say in
Likeness
his
of
bio?
himself.
Okay,
and he guards the city of Grassmid.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think his last name was something.
It might have been Grassmid. If it might have been his name.
Something
his surname,
mid.
in fairness,
I
yeah.
don't think it was.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Grassmid. but I
Delton
don't think-
Grassmid was the
Oh, was it
chap who
Grassmid?
his
Yeah,
likenesses-
okay.
yeah.
Wow, what a last name.
That's
Cool.
one of the few older ones I still really want, but I'm
Oh,
also
yeah.
cheap, so not willing to pay the money people
I
want
had
for
an
it.
extra-
Someone had him at a really good deal at Legion's Con, Mal. You missed out on a chance for mates
Really?
race there.
Oh no. I had an extra, maybe up to a couple of months before I met you guys. I would have definitely given you a deal. But I eventually sold it to fund going to Legion's Con, the first one. So I
It's
suppose,
worth
it was worth
Worth
it.
it, 'cause, you know.
Right, the next one. Clearly lazy, as otherwise, how would you get so rusty?
Is that Nubnik again?
No,
Gonks?
no,
I meant
not
Gonks.
him either.
Yeah.
Come on,
Ilgar?
someone we got recently. Ilgar, yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Ilgar's
bit
a
more
funny one,
basic.
isn't he? Because he's sort of from that age where he's starting to feel a bit more basic than the others, but there's something about him. He still
Yeah, the
feels like a
oxidised
really
armour and the
cool-looking
rust
figure.
and that sort. Yeah, that looks superb still.
And with that head as well, I think the bearded, let's call it a dwarf head. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, actually, I was putting. Shame to say it, I was only putting a lot of the figures from last year on the shelves this week. Because I picked up Cindy's aunt. My wife's aunt was throwing out some old furniture because she's getting some refurbishment done, and I was helping her a couple of weeks ago clear out her basement and stuff. And I was like, oh, this little small shelves is like a four shelf about 4 foot high or maybe 5 foot high. It was kind of. I said, I'll take that one. That's fine. And it fits just perfectly in the last little corner room right in front of the radiator. And it's not high enough that it blocks it's the same height as the radiator, so I can still get in and turn the radiator on and off. And but the room is smaller, so, it's not going to make a big difference to the heat getting in or out. And it's only figures. So, yeah, so perfect. So I have space
Excellent.
rather than doing a whole rearranging, because I have everything on the shelves in faction order. And a lot of factions like the Zylona's flock are pretty full.
It's funny you say that, because somewhat motivated by Rich and his moving stuff around, I've booked this Friday, next Friday off, I should say. not the one this week, the one next week. To put away because I made a load of room on shelves, and then going back to All Stars 5, are pretty much all still boxed. So I'm going to spend my Friday unboxing and putting stuff on shelves.
Did you
Get
tell
the back
anyone
room
that's
a
what
bit
you're
more
doing
order.
for your day off?
No, my parents, but that's about it.
Of
They
course,
laughed.
Yeah, but you're like if
Playing
you
with
just said you were
toys.
tidying your house, people would be like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense," or
That's pretty much what I've said. Oh, just a bit of
Organising
life
your house.
admin.
Oh, I'll tell you
Right.
what, John, when you telling your story then, I realised I spent too long around Mal because I went straight to smut. When you talked about picking up your wife's aunt and helping her clear out her basement, I was like, whoa, hang on a minute, where's this story going?
You could hear the 1970s kind of music
the
going on.
Benny Hill music was going in the background and everything. Yeah, it's like,
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
never a guy to take any bull. This fella captains the defence.
Mysterian.
Oh,
Asterian,
yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah. Defender of Castle Silverhorn. It is Castle Silverhorn, yeah. Yeah, Silverhorn.
Yeah.
Sentry, yeah. Right, I got a short one for you. Better than Attila.
Atlas the Conqueror.
No,
Every other
Wrong
character.
faction. Wrong faction. Better than
Gorgo.
Attila. Leodicius. Come on, better than Attila.
Oh, it's okay. So he's in.
Magnus.
Yay!
Ah,
He's the real leader, and he's not even he's third in command. Hadriana is
yeah.
is the head of the army, and Attila is swinging his fake armor in the back, and Magnus is kind of in the middle, being the best. Anyway, case closed, I would say.
I have a suspicious feeling that Attila's busy swinging his hammer at Faustia in the back.
Faustia is a woman of God. How dare you?
Yeah, I bet she is.
How
Have you
dare
seen that
you?
unhelmeted head
Faustia
sculpt of him? That's enough to turn anyone's head.
Do we have?
It's
We
all
don't have an unhelmeted Faustia, do we? No.
No, with the
We
cape.
have the hood,
Yeah.
the hooded one. Yeah. There's Magnus. He's Magnus the Magnificent. That's what
He
should
is
be called.
magnificent. That's a fabulous look.
He is good.
Absolutely.
A little bit
I
Chuck
have-
Norris there.
I have one on the shelf as Magnus, and then I have another one with a custom head on and a custom cape. And I have another
if
one in
anyone out
box
there is
just in
looking
case
for a
I ever
Magnus-
want. It's the Jones.
I was going to say,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
it
10,
is.
11,
The
12.
Jones 1234 has one for sale at the moment.
There you go. For about 500 quid.
Jump
because
on
he's
it,
a scalper. I need to do
Okay.
a little audio bed for every time you mention your eBay.
I haven't mentioned it for a while, actually. I'm trying to ease off on that a
know,
little
yeah.
bit. Right then. Annoyed at being able to only create life, this guy longs for his bigger and badder past life. Despite his colour, he ain't no coward.
Oh, red.
That's Azar
No.
then, is it?
It is Azar, correct.
Oh, Azar. Sorry, blue, yeah.
Despite being yellow,
I was,
he ain't no
I was
coward.
thinking of
yellow.
Azar first, and I was like, okay, is he creating? Oh, yes, the other guy that.
Yeah, Azar took life and Azar created it.
Yeah, and he's yellow. Oh, yeah, yellow, not blue. Jeez, I'm dumb. Right. Next one from me. Just like the bride from Kill Bill.
Oh,
No.
gosh.
I need a tumbleweed sound effect. here.
Wow. I can't remember the character's name. Was she just called the bride, or she have a different name?
Yeah, she just called
That,
it
yeah,
Bride.
sure, I did IMDb it just to make sure. That's Uma Thurman
Oh,
in Kill Bill.
Gwendolyn Heavensbrand?
No, you've actually had her already as a.
Lady Averona.
There you go. Isn't she?
Okay. Oh, looking for revenge. Is
Revenge,
that
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's good.
There you go. Rich.
This greedy
Manchester
little fella.
United have scored. Oh, it's been disallowed. Sorry, Rich.
It was for
Just
3
looking at Mal, looking at football.
Yes,
Right.
for anyone who, if you
I'm
see the
gonna-
video, you'll see me looking away from the screen quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's offside.
There you go. Oh no, that doesn't work, does it? No. There you go. Back to that. Oh, I can make myself. Big. Look at that. I am the boss. I am the boss of the podcast.
Right.
Right.
Right then.
Go for it.
This greedy little fella is hell-bent on riches. He's willing to risk the lives of his friends and family just so he can get richer and richer.
Ooh.
Little fella, so he's a goblin.
Is he, though? Are they the only little fellas?
Dwarf. Is it Thordine, Joe?
No.
No. Halmar Golden Tooth?
No.
Bromden?
Okay. I'm done.
Bromden, correct, Mal.
Bromden. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense too. Okay. Next one from me. Would talk his way out of a paper bag and then suffocate you with the bag. We've had this one already.
Scapula?
No. Do your proper voice for scapular.
Scapular!
That sounds like a Yorkshire farmer.
It's Bristolian.
It's Bristolian, yeah.
It's
scapular!
I need to go to Bristol. I need to go to Bristol, Rich. If they'd speak like
You're
that,
welcome.
I want a night out in the pub with
I can
people
put
that
you
speak
up.
like that.
We should do
Perfect.
a Bristol trip, yeah.
Mm.
Paper bag and then suffocate you with
No,
it.
paper bag is not relevant. It's just the whole meaning of the sentence. Would talk his way out of a paper bag, and that's what we say in Ireland. I don't know if you say it.
It's charming.
And suffocate you with it.
Lord Vateris.
No. Okay. I'm just gonna give you. Yeah. Sorry, guys. It is Malachy Cinderhorn.
I just don't know him.
The
I'm
Torker,
not good with the
stab you in the back.
elves.
You know. Sorry, Shadow Elf. More importantly. Right, Rich.
Okay.
Give us your.
A complete waste of space. This guy may as well be invisible. He brings nothing to Mythos.
Hagnon, baby.
Agnon!
It's a bit harsh.
That's pretty much how I feel.
Oh, yeah. You're wrong. You're wrong, I tell you.
Okay, I think this is my last one. Rich, how many more have you got? One up to me.
I think
from
3.
this. Oh, 3. Okay, we're not match. Okay,
4.
So,
I've got 4 left.
okay, you have to think a little bit about this, but it's really easy if you think about it. Okay, and don't think about anything. It's nothing related to what's in his bio. It's just about the figure. And it's a quote from Blackadder. Kind of.
Oh,
Just like a broken pencil, pointless.
Blue Hagnon.
Rich is just going to name all the figures he doesn't like.
Yeah. Any member of Noble
And it's
Bear.
not. I'm not saying that I dislike this figure, but it is definitely at this stage a pointless figure in terms of if you were a completist.
Oh, Clavian.
No.
Gold Skeleton.
oh,
No.
gold. It is the gold skeleton,
No.
isn't it?
No, it's
No,
not.
I love the gold skeleton. Okay, sorry guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Malin with the late one.
No,
Come on, go for it.
I was going
Go.
to say Clavian. I'd forgotten. That Rich. Go
It's
for
Sir
it, Carl.
Godfrey. He's a Templar. He's a regular looking Templar with a bit of gold trim
Yep.
that you basically could get from Big Bad Toy Store for 2 years.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a pointless
Utterly
figure.
pointless.
So
yeah.
literally, if you get the bio card and stick it if you're so inclined, because if you have him on your shelf, nobody's gonna know. I mean,
Yeah.
he has a red plume, but I think no, they come with the red plume as well. There's nothing.
Yeah. No.
Now, listeners, please write in and tell me if you disagree. But
Even when you see him for sale, they doesn't go for much because people know they can just replicate it really easily. So it's like,
Well, and now, I mean, okay, I'm not like the biggest Templar fan generally anyway, but seriously, you look at Sir Elijah and Sir Enoch, and
Oh,
they just
ridiculous,
smash
yeah.
every other Templar out the water, don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, it's tricky with the Templars. I don't have that many, I have a few. I think I'll still keep them for all time's sake, but yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
could definitely
yeah.
replace them.
I wouldn't get rid of them, but yeah.
Right, Rich, how many more have you left?
4. Apologies.
No,
Oh,
no,
great,
I'm enjoying
yeah,
this.
yeah.
I'm having
Right,
fun.
well, give
like
us,
I say.
This
Yeah.
worm of a being is rarely seen. He slides into your life without you even realizing, and before you know it, your life is done.
Grisha the Slither.
Yeah,
Correct.
I couldn't think of his name for a second, but yeah,
I
straight away.
realise I skipped one because I wanted to go back to it. So I think you'll get this pretty quickly. Sorry for the paper rattling now. Where's it? See, there's another reason my daughter's gone on her ski trip, and I've given her my other good pair of headphones, which I kind of needed tonight, but no worries. And I've given her the spare iPad that I used to read off. Because I didn't want her to lose her good iPad, which
Yeah.
makes sense. Tarzan, but short, green, and happy.
Oh, that's who I did earlier, isn't it?
Yeah,
I've gone blank.
that's why I skipped
On
it.
Steel Hide. I
There you
like
go.
that one. I like that one. That's good.
I'll make sure I didn't skip any more. Rich, right, give us your next one.
Although the youngest of the clan, this meathead certainly isn't the runt of the litter. He jealously guards his parents from others.
Meathead has to be something. Parents.
His parents, that's the...
He jealously guards his parents.
Yeah,
It's not Gorgo, is it?
it's not Gorgo.
No, Meathead.
The
parents.
youngest of the clan is a good hint.
Oh, it's one of
Is it Lucretia?
Necromancer's.
No,
No.
that's a she.
You're getting there, Mal.
Uh,
I can see your brain
Beradak.
working. It is
Beradak.
Beradak. Correct.
Meathead. Okay.
Proper
that's right.
meathead. Look at the size of him.
Yeah. That's my weak spot. The new characters, I haven't quite gone down the lore yet
Well,
with them.
I'm going and looking at the site and going, oh, which one, you know.
He's cheating, guys.
He is cheating, yeah.
I'm not looking at their bio, I'm just looking at the pictures to make me remind me of who's doing what. But anyway.
Okay, I am cheating by looking over at my shelves, which are pretty much dark. So I don't even know why I'm doing it. So anyway.
So I've got 2 left. Mal, do you want to pitch me yours now, or do you want me to do another one? And
Yeah,
you pitch
shall
it?
I do mine now and then?
Has it been mentioned yet, Mal, out of interest? No?
I can't remember. I don't think. It
Okay,
has,
okay,
no.
well that's good enough for me. Yeah, go for it. Hold on. He swore on his last one, guys. Can you believe that?
Ass kissing weirdo that no one really likes and probably smells a bit funky due to poor hygiene habits.
Ass kissing weirdo that nobody likes. Nobody likes. Within Mythos or within the real world?
Mythos. Yeah. No, it's in
Okay.
Mythos.
That nobody likes. Oh
It's got to be a goblin of some sort.
no, it's Mephitor.
Nah.
No?
Nubnik?
Okay.
Nah.
Are we getting the wah wah wah?
Yeah. This
Sorry.
is probably the one that I'm. But there you
This
go.
sounds
So
good.
it's Gorgo Aetherblade.
Oh, I almost said Gorgo. Oh.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, you're dead on there.
Damn it, I almost said that.
It says he's a.
There's
dark
your new
mystery
official
who's
bio
close-
from
yeah.
for Gorgo. I mean, Mal, you wouldn't get as much kudos for reading the bios if these were the bios, though, would you? You wouldn't have kind of gained a reputation
Put a bit of
as-
something
as,
into them.
as,
To give
as,
it
a,
a-
as a kind of a
Ass kissing
reader.
weirdo that no one really likes and probably smells a bit funky due to poor hygiene habits.
Oh,
It's not bad. I could do it. I could
it's
do
not
it.
bad. Yeah. The problem is
John, there you go.
poor Travis wouldn't be able to stumble over all the words, so he'd be losing his IP there.
That's a new part of
Richard.
the intro. That's a new part of the intro, I think, John. Ass kissing weirdo.
Oh, we've literally got how would you say? We've got loads of quotes for the intro from this episode.
we have now.
And you know, Apple Podcasts are starting to do transcripts of podcasts because I had to agree to some terms and conditions this week. Now, I don't know if it's out already. I don't know if it's... But the one thing it will be really handy for in the future is if you if you need to search back in an episode where somebody... I remember somebody saying something, but it's very hard to search through audio to see where. But you could actually search the transcript and say, oh, in minute 34,
That's cool.
we said
Cool.
Magnus.
That'd be very handy.
But so I had to tick the box to say I agree to them mining our data. And now the problem is for people that say stuff controversially, like my wife is going to kill me, guys. This could be a problem. If their employer wants to search up what they said on a podcast.
I think they should probably not agree to it happening.
Yeah, they really shouldn't agree to that.
Well, then they won't be able to be on the platform. That's the problem. Yeah. Anyway, Rich, give us another
Right,
one.
penultimate one. This no-nonsense fella has sponsorship deals with many beard oil firms across Mythos. He firmly believes in his band's importance and uses his celebrity to ensure they get the recognition they deserve.
Oh, the celebrity thing has thrown me there.
Yeah.
I would have said Magnus before that.
That's who I thought. as
Magnus would have been correct.
well.
Okay.
There you go, yeah.
So what's the celebrity thing?
Because everyone loves Magnus. He's like still talking in
right,
revered
yeah.
Okay.
tones.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we went from
I see.
Mythos into real world there. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Right, my last one. This is one I think
Hold
I'm
on.
most happy... Oh,
Have we, do we have a, no, we don't have a kind of a, that's another one I need to get. Okay. The nearest I have is, and listeners, watch your ears here. Last one from Richard Jones.
yeah, this is the one I'm most happy about. Whether it's the best one, I don't know, but I'm happy with this. Get ready for this, Mal voice. Dearie me, this old lady is well hyped up. She's loved in the pub, though, as her arrows do some serious damage.
That's Silverhorn, Silvercord.
No.
Artemis Silvercourt? No.
No.
Her arrows. Luke Littler.
No, it is not Luke Littler.
Fallon.
He's a 16-year-old that went to the World Darts Final, by the way, if anyone doesn't know. Anyway,
Let me read it again. Dearie me, this old lady is well hyped up. She's
Oh,
loved in
so
the pub, though, as her arrows do some serious damage.
So it is Xylona then.
It's Xylona.
Yeah,
Dearie me.
Yeah.
dearie me.
You see, it gave me the clue that it was Xylona's flock, but I assumed you'd done. Oh God.
So it might not be my best, but it's the one I'm happiest with. I was like, oh, dearie me.
This will be the
Well, I
last
don't know. I have a
episode of the year.
I have a sneaky feeling there will be a certain cohort of our listeners that will enjoy all that nerdiness.
Yeah, it's been fun.
And trying to be clever. I'm really interested in the fact that we kind of all got the brief and actually went along the same lines. There wasn't a mad, wild divergence between what one of us thought of it and the other. And we did not sit around and discuss this. It was literally a couple of messages going, "Oh, this was something," and then I was like, and you gave us the one example, Rich,
Yeah.
and it was perfect. Yeah,
It's great.
beautiful. So
Yeah,
that sounds like a show to me.
I reckon so.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. We. What do we have coming up for you? We have the. So for our patrons, firstly, thank you to everyone that joined the Patreon in January. That was awesome. We have the draw for the figure. I was thinking of not this weekend, but the weekend after. We pop on for a short live stream on YouTube if you boys are free.
Should be.
At some stage, it doesn't need to be
yeah.
half an hour on one of the days that
Yeah,
weekend.
no, it'll be fine.
So that'll be the kind of second weekend of February, and we'll do the draw for the winner of that figure. And then Rich has an awesome custom that Andy Spinks gave us during Legions Con to do a giveaway for the listeners. Rich did consider just popping it on his shelf, but we kept.
We've
track of
already
this
discussed
situation.
this. It's an awesome custom, aka a normal Mythic Legion sword. That's what he gave me. There was no awesome custom figure that we were about.
That
you talking
Andy
about, John?
didn't even paint. Yeah. So
John's been on
It's
the
a sword
John's been on the
horse.
booze. Everyone, sorry.
drinking
It's a
water,
sword horse
water,
lair, whatever
water,
they're
look,
called.
water here.
Yeah.
Tupperware bottle,
Whereas
water.
I am actually on the booze. I'm drinking a Norwegian beer actually tonight.
Oh, okay.
A raspberry jam
Interesting.
donut with Neapolitan sprinkles.
Oh, very nice.
Like, does that even taste like beer anymore? Then,
No, it's like drinking raspberry juice, but it's delicious.
to be fair, I kind of have gone off beer over the years, but I should get back into this raspberry donut stuff. It kind of
It's
didn't
very
agree
nice.
with me, but maybe in terms of just digestion, not in terms of like making me an alcoholic or anything like that. But yeah, maybe I'll try some of those funky new beers.
I will be in the pub all day on Saturday watching the rugby, so there will be a lot of sour beers drunk.
Yeah, tomorrow
Rich
night.
apologises
Ireland,
now to the
Wales.
cabal.
Or, sorry, Ireland, France tomorrow night. Ireland, France
Yeah.
Friday night.
Ireland, France, I
Friday
was-
this. Yeah.
I was saying to a couple of people in work, it's like we may as well just not bother with the rest of the tournament. Whoever wins that will
Yeah.
win it. So
Well, it
let's
is,
just
so
go,
yeah,
right, that's done.
It's not like the NFL, which was amazing last weekend. Thank you, America, for
Oh, that
the
was
NFL last
so
weekend.
good.
Yeah,
So good.
Yeah, and then you had Taylor and Travis at the end kissing on the pitch. I mean, come on. And then you had the conspiracy theories this week that the Trump crowd think that it's all a fix, and that Travis and Taylor are going to come out at the end of it and endorse Joe Biden once they win the Super Bowl, and it's all fixed for Kansas and blah blah blah, which is completely bizarre. Plus, anyway, didn't she endorse Biden the last time? So I mean, it's not like that would be a surprise if she did that. Anyway, this is what crazy people do. But that's. I'm so excited about Ireland France tomorrow night in the rugby. I'm sorry, Americans, if you're not excited about this. But then I realised my lovely daughter is coming home from her ski trip tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And when is kickoff? 9 o'clock.
Oh, no.
My time. Which is fine. And to be honest, if it was just collecting her, I missed it. But the problem is, of course, I want to hear how her trip goes. I want to talk to her. I haven't seen her in a week.
What you need to do, John, is record a message welcoming her back. She can play that on the iPad, and then she can record a response, which you can listen to later.
No. My
No?
only...
Does that make me a bad parent?
Yeah. But at the same time, if it was a bit earlier in the day, if it was 4 in the day and the match was on, I'd be like, look, I'll talk to you at 6. But she's going to have to go to bed relatively soon after she comes home. So
There you go.
this is a
So
tricky
talk
situation.
Talk to a Saturday morning when you've got all the time in the world to spend with her. And your time
No,
for
but
all of Saturday is hers.
No, I just don't think that. I will do that too, but I want to get the first impressions, and but yeah. So because I'm a lunatic with rugby, so you wouldn't recognise me at a rugby, especially an Ireland rugby match, in a good way. But like I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We need
so-
to get you in Bristol around Six Nations time at some point.
Oh,
John.
that would be amazing. I used to always love when spent years in Dublin living there, and I used to go to the matches because I lived quite near Lansdowne Road, and it would often be in the terraces with the Welsh fans, and that was the time when we were paced in Wales, like it was early 2000s, and they didn't take it well, I have to say. And the problem was that it was completely obvious this was going to happen even before the match, but it would be they would come out for the first 20 minutes and play, all effort, all great, and then the dam would break, and then it was just a hammering.
Yeah, see, I
and
went.
then by 60 minutes, sorry, Richard. Then by 60 minutes, they would be just going, yeah, okay. They'd just be joining in with us. They'd be slagging off Wales while we'd be cheering for Ireland. And then
I've
we'd all
only
go
been
for
to
a pint. Happy days.
Only been to Lansdowne Road once to watch the rugby. Obviously Wales, Ireland. And we arrived without. We were on a school rugby tour. We arrived without any tickets at all. Managed to blag tickets to get in.
The good old days.
Yeah, but I ended up sitting on the stone steps next to the
Oh,
seats.
the even better old
because
days.
the people on the gates basically were taking bribes closer to the game, they were just like, yeah, give me 50 whatever,
No.
and you can just get in. So it was
That's
like so much over capacity. It was ridiculous.
No, in health and safety terms and in real life terms, that's not good. But
No.
they got away with it, I would say, and that certainly wouldn't happen.
But no,
today,
I enjoyed
but, yeah.
I enjoyed watching Wales lose while sitting on a cold stone step. So that was fun.
I mean, I love football, soccer for Americans, but there is a little bit more antagonistic. I mean, rugby, yeah, it is while the game is on, but we all just go. We used to just go in the bars, and it was amazing. The English rugby fans were great crack, and you'd always think Irish and English would have a bit of something. They were like better even than the Welsh and the Scots, I have to say, in terms of crack, because they were all just, they didn't care, they just wanted to come over for a good weekend. Whereas the Welsh especially they were really into the rugby. Rugby in Wales is like the national sport. So it always depended on the result. If Wales won, they were great crack. If Wales didn't win, they were a little bit less crack, And the Scots, the Scots were the Scots. They're useless at rugby.
The year before I went to Ireland in Lansdowne Road, we'd gone on another rugby tour, and we were in Parc des Princes in Paris.
Oh, great spot. Yeah.
So and again, France this was like the early 90s, so France were really, really good in those days.
Oh, yeah.
And they annihilated us. It was like 40 points to 3 or something like that.
The New England Patriots in the kind of, Tom Brady era kind of thing.
And they hammered us. And there was, I think, 3 of us. And because we again got tickets randomly, we were sat all over the place, sort of thing. So there's 3 of us sat together, surrounded by just thousands of French fans, and the guy behind us had a flag. And every time France scored a try, he just slowly but surely draped the flag over our heads and just rolled it backwards and forwards. And they scored a lot of tries.
Yeah, you had this flag tattooed on your head. Did you have hair back in those days?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
but
okay.
it was all good fun. But it was just like, oh God. Soon it was like, oh no, they've scored. Oh no, the flag's going to appear now, isn't it? And sure enough.
Should have asked the Frenchman for. Can we have some beers at least in this?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good crack. Actually, I think Marseille would be great crack because they had to move it to Marseille this year because the stadium in Paris is being redone for the Olympics, which is later this year.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So all the Frenchmen, they're actually doing a tour. So I think we were playing them in Marseille. I think whoever else, is it Wales maybe, are playing them away, I'm not sure. But whatever other matches they have, they're doing the other different rugby cities in France. And that should be, that'll be even.
Marseille would be amazing, yeah.
Yeah, because they don't get to see Six Nations, obviously, very often.
Yeah.
Well, never down there. And also just, it's a little bit warmer. It's like 14, 15 degrees and a bit nicer weather. So it should be a good game, but I don't think we'll win. I think it'll be close, but I think France have too much for us this time, which will be okay. But I think we could still do as long as we beat England, it'll be all good.
Yeah, same with us, really. As long as we beat England, it doesn't really matter about the rest of the tournament.
It's terrible. It's terrible. We love you, though, Mal, And Mal doesn't care.
I couldn't care less about rugby.
Yeah. Mal is, this whole time, myself and Rich are boring the listeners to death. Mal is watching football on the television.
Yeah, they're boring me too, listeners. It's all right.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
Shade thrown, huh? Shade thrown.
It's cool. It's cool. They'll be.
You have a bit of that. Right, so I'll get to the outro music here. So, if that's okay, then if listeners don't want to hear another Six Nations pod, if you want to hear more about Six Nations, I would recommend the BBC 5 Live Rugby Union Daily from Six Nations. They had the Nations pod the other day with the Welsh guy Gareth Rees Owen and Scottish guy Tom English, who's from Ireland. It was an amazing rugby pod. So yeah, go listen to them. So anyway, Rich, say your line. Let's get us out of here.
Stay safe out there, y'all.
Hehehehe